Welcome to this Goldilocks Productions presentation. Before we begin the show, let's go over quick guidelines. Callers, if you would like to get on air to ask the show host a question, please press 1. All those callers that do not press 1 and any blocked phone numbers, unlisted phone numbers, and Skype callers whose phone numbers do not show up on the switchboard, you will be in listen mode only. It is not mandatory that the show hosts bring on callers. So please keep your questions to one question only and be mindful and respectful of the other callers that are calling in and of the show host as well. If you have any issues or any problems, and even any compliments or testimonials, please contact the Goldilocks Productions show producer and owner at the email of goldilocksproductions@hotmail.com. Again, that email is Goldilocks with a Y, goldilocksproductions@hotmail.com. Thank you. Now on with the show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Enjoy the Goldilocks Productions presentation of the In the Psychic Flow Show with Carolan Carey.
Well, good evening, everyone. Hi, this is Carolan, your host of In the Psychic Flow. Thank you for joining us this evening. We have a great show planned for you. It's a lovely time of the day. It is dark here now in Sarasota, Florida, where we are speaking to you from. We have a nice lineup for October. This week we have the delightful and kind of zany Kelly Jo Psychic, and I can say that to her because she is kind of quirky like myself. That's why I like her. She is an outstanding guest, so we're going to talk to her in a few minutes. Now, next week we have Soul Sisters Paranormal. They're going to jump on, and that'll be exciting. And then the following week, which is November 7th, so for Halloween, we have a super-duper paranormal experience. November 7th, we also have a paranormal experience for you, and that would be the Sarasota Paranormal Investigative. So they're going to come on, and that will be interesting. So I will promote that so you will know when to listen. And then after that, we have the wonderful and astounding psychic Joanne Leo. And everybody's been clamoring for her. So anyway, so that's what's new coming on in the Psychic Flow. If you would like to consider me your spirit connection, I am the Psychic Medium of Sarasota, or SRQ as we refer to it. My website is carolancarey.com, and that is spelled CAROLANCAREY. So please get in contact with me if you'd like to schedule a reading. What else do we have? Our guest tonight, as I said, is the lovely, talented Kelly Jo Psychic. Now, she's a very interesting person because she has a very varied and wide background of paranormal, healing, pet communication, clairvoyance. I just want to read a few of her testimonials, and this is on kellyjopsychic.com. I always read about her history, how she started at a young age, and the paranormal work that she's done, and also psychic readings and clairvoyant readings. But some of her testimonials are really outstanding. This says a lot about a person, I think. A friend, Dennis, I have known Kelly Jo since 1992 and have had readings almost every 6 months for all these years. She is spot on with me and has helped me in many ways with health issues, anxiety, and with my pets. She's remarkable and amazing, very gifted, and I thank her so much for sharing her gifts with us, and I recommend her highly. I have another one here. This is quite interesting, and this is also in quotes. This is from Jay to Kelly Jo. I only came on Facebook to tell everyone today how frigging awesome you are as a clairvoyant as well as accurate. most of all was true and tested. You're all a true and tested friend, on a professional level. Thank you for everything you have done. And as a friend, thank you for all that you have been. Love you. Warmest regards. Another one says, I have known Kelly Jo for 13 years and have continuously consulted her clairvoyant talent through the years. She blew me away when I first met her for a reading in 2000. I have also experienced her seeing people from beyond, and it just amazes me. I have had dozens of effective and revealing tarot and clairvoyant readings from Kelly Jo over the years. It has brought me clarity and insightful knowledge and understanding. Now, one of the things Kelly Jo likes to, she's also has a YouTube channel there, so you can catch her videos explaining different things. She's going to be with us tonight to discuss some ghost-busting tips for you if you are doing some paranormal work in your own home or exploring. She also does tea leaf readings. She does tarot readings, clairvoyant readings. She has a radio show which is called Biscuits and Tea Mystic, which is on Blog Talk every other Monday at 7 p.m. So please check out her website, KellyJoPsychic.com. With that, Kelly, are you there?
Yes, hi, thank you.
Hey, great to have you. How you doing
for having me, and thank you to all the people that did reviews. Thank you.
You are welcome. It's an extraordinary background that you have, and I'm going to let people check that out. I have mentioned your website, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. You had agreed tonight that we would talk a little bit more on the paranormal since it's the month of Halloween. Maybe give us some tips and tools to use if we have ghosties in our house. And we'll see, our callers are queuing up because they want to speak to you. So I want to remind them, if you have a paranormal question, you are more than welcome to call in. If you have a situation that you need some information about, Kelly Jo is the person to go to. If you need a mini reading, Kelly Jo is also the person to go to. So, is there anything that you don't do?
Not really.
No, there isn't. You clear houses of ghosts and whatever, right? You teach people how to do it. You do psychic readings, clairvoyant readings, pet communication, healing. What else? Did I leave something else?
Intuitive.
Oh, that's right. Medical
intuitive. I can describe
intuitive.
a house, and they tear off the roof, and I can see what the shape of the floor plan is.
Wow.
You know, I can get down to the wallpaper. I get so excited with that.
There is also a reading on here of how you describe someone's house perfectly.
And that's
forecasted.
always so much fun.
This one says, Michelle says, Kelly Jo has done a phone reading for me during which she forecasted some things that have not yet happened, but what grabbed my attention was that she described my house to a T. I had asked what kind of house she saw me living in. She had the exact number of windows, the number of fireplaces, the exact age, the staircase, the style of roof, a window walk, and the description of the porch. It's amazing since my house is a very old, unique, historic house. No one could have guessed this, and it's not published information. So there you go, folks. If you need to know what's going on in any area of your life, please give us a call. If you are listening on the web, our number is 713-955-0594. And if you'd like to ask a question and speak to Kelly Jo, press 1. Kelly Jo.
Yes.
What is the most common kind of call that you are getting about paranormal stuff right now? Are people calling you to clear their houses?
People are being bothered, and they don't know if it's negative or a house ghost or a land ghost, or, you know, they can't distinguish what it is. So a lot of times it'll be a land ghost because it can be a new house and you can have a haunting or a ghosting.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you can cohabitate because they were there before you were, and they just are curious of what you do. Now, if they're banging and punking and picking on people, they got to go.
Right.
You know, And one of the things that I tell people, some of the tools that we use is salt. You salt windows and the doors, and you ask that only those beings that are of the highest light be present. You'll accept no others. And when you're clearing a place, you usually put 3 tea lights on a plate, a glass plate. I've had people use paper plates.
Oh, yeah, not good.
No. And I always say glass plate now. And that stands for the trine, which is the Trinity. So a lot of times people can use and get sage and smudge and go forward with that and chase them out the door. Open the windows, and there you go.
Now, you had, talking about land ghosts and things like that, you have done, in the 80s, you worked on 2 archaeological sites in Arizona. So you also have that talent of seeing the land. And when you talk about ghosts in the land, let's say somebody's I had this happen. I had a reading. A guy was building a house, or had built a house on this property, and had nothing but trouble because, this wasn't right, that wasn't right. He felt there were ghosts in the house. And that's not my experience, but I did try to help him with that. And I remember you saying to me, what kind of salt was that I used with the charcoal in it? What do you call that? Charcoal or salt, I guess.
No, I can't remember.
But it's something, you can buy it on Amazon.
Yes, and it helps keep the bad spirits out.
Okay, so not just salt, it's charcoal and salt.
Charcoal and
I
salt
believe.
mixed. I don't remember the name of it. I apologize, but it helps the negative spirits away, and it forms a barrier of protection. Okay.
And how do you feel about, you had also suggested to me that pine tar oil, and that is
it was
very
tar
strong.
water, yes. It keeps out negative entities. Like if you have a really bad entity, and also if you have like a portal, or if a place has had a lot of like burials or murder or mass graves, like a lot of times they build on American Indian sites, and the Indians are PO'd. Well, wouldn't you be PO'd?
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to, in order to keep the negative, and sometimes people open portals messing with the black magic or a Ouija board or something like that, and you got the highway.
Right. I think that's probably the most common problem.
To protect yourself. Sometimes you have to just move because there's no getting around the horribleness of the land. The land's toxic and poison. It's a tainted land.
Wow. When I think one of the most common problems is people, as you were talking about opening a portal is like a highway, like you said, to the other side. And that could be earthbound, it could be spirits, it could be anything.
Right, it can be non-human spirits, from the astral realm. That's not good.
Yeah.
And always say a prayer of protection before you cleanse anything, and bring a buddy with you. Don't ever do it alone.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, I wouldn't go alone anyway. But maybe some people would, so that's a good point. If you do have a portal open, most people wouldn't know that. They usually have people like you come in and look at their house and investigate what's going on and cleanse it for them. And usually that's when they're going to find out that somehow there's a portal open, and it could have been a Ouija board. It could have been something that was in the ground. It could have been, right? It could be anything.
Right. And what you do is you seal the vortex, the portal or the vortex.
Okay.
And you ask that it be sealed, and you ask for the highest light to come, and no negative energy can be present there at all. Send it to the light of God.
Okay.
And you see every crack and crevice clean and cleansed, and they even make sure that you do the closets and smudge everything. Smudge chases out negative entities.
And what about
sage, the sage stick that you light on fire and burn? And carry a plate under it so you don't burn things up because it makes sparks sometimes.
Right.
But a lot of times it's just a simple thing. Not. It's a simple entity and you can just cast it away, or you can cohabitate. If they live there and loved it and they don't mess, fine.
What if, usually most people don't know that if there's something there, they usually,
touching
it's friendly.
You, pushing you, attacking, that's not good. And all that stuff is a negative entity.
Okay. So that needs to be dealt with in the best possible way.
If it's beyond your scope of expertise, sometimes you do need a priest or a person of that ilk. Like you might have, there was slavery on a piece of land or something, and they need to bring in like a voodoo priest or a priestess to get rid of the people that are upset on the land, or Native Indian shaman to come in and help. You bring in the people for the people that are haunting sometimes.
I see.
If it's like evangelical, you bring in an evangelical person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah. If it's voodoo, you bring in voodoo priest, because or black magic, you bring a black magic priest to help get rid of the negative thing. That's, you bring in the people that are experts in that.
Let me ask you something. How prevalent do you think satanic worship and black magic is? They're probably not the same thing, but how prevalent do you think it is?
It's been around for centuries. It depends.
Do you think it's more so now, or no?
No, it's always been around. There's good and bad in everything. If you choose to do harm and manipulate, that's evil.
Right.
The witch's creed is, I'm not a witch, but do what you will, harm none.
Right. Which is a good spiritual law to live by, no matter who you are.
Right.
Let me ask you about, what was the question I was just going to ask you about? Attachments. Or people from, like a haunting, if people are in your house, they are generally have not moved on to the other side, and they are connected to the property, to a person, to maybe an antique, I don't know, something. And why do they stay? Why do these earthbound stay? What's their problem?
Because they loved it so much.
Oh, okay.
And it's like they had such an attachment to it, they didn't move forward.
Okay.
No, they're stuck around.
They may be afraid to move forward as
well.
No. Okay.
They aren't really. They're choosing to stick around sometimes. And they're like people that see ghosts at work. Well, a lot of times the people that passed on, they didn't die there, but that was their all. That was their identity. So they'll see ghosts around doing their job.
Right. I see. It was a big part of their life, and that fulfilled them, and that's where they want to be. Well, that's great. Thank you for answering that. Let me see. How do you feel about taking some callers?
Sure.
Okay, let me see where we are at, and we can interject. Okay. Bryn. Bryn. Okay, from New York, we have Bryn, who is area code 212. Oh, and Tiffany just said black lava salt or black Hawaiian salt. Bryn, are you there?
Yes, hi. Hi, everyone. This is Bryn from New York City.
Hello.
Hi there. And what's your name again? I'm sorry.
This is Carolan, and I have Kelly Jo Psychic with me.
Kelly Jo, and Catherine. Sorry.
Carolan. It's
Carolan,
okay.
Sorry about that.
I've been called worse.
Okay. Kelly Jo, hi.
Hi.
I was wondering if it's hi there. I was wondering if it's possible to see if there's any message for me, if that's okay to ask that.
Okay. Kelly Jo, what do you think? What do you get?
They're saying one step at a time and don't rush yourself. You get in a hurry.
That's true. Yep. Yeah.
Mhm. Do you have a father figure or a grandfather that has passed?
Yes, both.
Both. Okay, dad and grandfather. Would this be dad and his father, or dad and mom's father?
Both.
Oh, okay. So we have we got everybody in there. I have a I believe this belongs to the father's side, and this is a gentleman that he rubs his hands together. All I can see basically is a long sleeve shirt, and he's rubbing his hands together like, oh boy, I get to talk to you. I get to talk to Bryn. And I have the feeling with him. I can also smell tobacco smoke. It could be a pipe.
Yes.
I smell that.
He used to smoke a pipe, my dad.
And he's saying he really enjoys watching you. He kind of gets a kick out of the fact that you're so serious. Sometimes he kind of laughs, like, it's sort of like we make plans and then God shows what he's going to do. I forget how the saying goes, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, life happens.
We make
plans and God laughs.
Yes, we make plans, God laughs, exactly.
That's
so
right.
your grandfather is laughing because you make these strategies or plans, and they know darn well that's not the way it's going to go, but they kind of humor you. So, and sometimes it turns out better. So I just want to share that with you. They're very happy for you. And also, I think Kelly Jo is more the career type of predictor than I am. But I do feel something entrepreneur or something new 2020. What do you get, Kelly?
Yeah, you're going to start your own business with a girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I haven't been in a relationship for a while, so I'm looking for a good person to take care of and love. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe you will get a girlfriend and a partner.
Business.
Yeah.
Business. Oh, business. Okay.
That would be nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Very
there'll be
good.
lovers too, so there you go.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
thank you both. Thank you both.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Have a good one. Thank you.
You're welcome. I feel like he's kind of artistic, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of got that. What we were talking about before, Tiffany, our producer, typed in, I was asking about the black salt, and she said there's also black lava salt or black Hawaiian salt. Does it make a difference what color the salt is?
Sometimes you use different things for different things, but
Oh, I see. Okay.
But basically, it's for protection because you put it on the walls and on the windowsills and the line against the door to keep negativity out. Only the beings that are of the highest light can come in.
Okay. Good point. Good to know because, people used to incorporate this stuff in the old country, let's say. European.
Yeah, in the olden days, yeah.
Right. And they just incorporated this as part of, like, their fall cleaning, their spring cleaning. If someone passed away, there were things in the Italian culture, in the Irish culture. What is Stephanie saying? Black salt can stain. She says, I use it at thresholds on the outside. Okay, thank you, Tiffany. That's true. Maybe that's why people use white salt, not black salt, because it leaves a powdery residue, I think. But people incorporated these things, Wiccan, pagan, whatever you want to call it. Every culture has their own little ways of handling spiritual things. They were one with the earth. Wouldn't you agree with that, Kelly?
Yes, absolutely. During the New Year's, they used to sweep out the whole house, get the old dirt out.
Okay.
For New Year.
Well, I had to do it recently, but I get with that. I can understand that because it does. You know the feeling that you get after spring cleaning or fall cleaning. I call it any year cleaning because I'm not a regular good cleaner. So every couple of months I got to do something massive, And for some reason, that's how it ends up with me. And then once I start, I'm doing everything, the ceiling fans, the windows, everything, But there's something about that feeling. And then you want to use your sage or your holy water or whatever, Florida water, whatever you want to use. It just makes the house the vibration feels so much better, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and so there's a reason for that, because you got the old dirt out, and now you're welcoming in new things, I would say. New beginnings. Okay, our next caller is from area code 860, Amla. Hello, are you there, dear?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Good. We're good.
Good. I was wondering, do you see me with somebody that I'm interested in? We're kind of rekindling our friendship. It just started. So I was just wondering, do you see long term with him?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, thanks for calling. No.
You can't go backwards, sweetie, and you have something better out there for you. You also have a grandmother on your mom's side that's around you, and she's the one that's chunking around in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she loves that new pot you bought.
Yeah.
She just thinks that's the bomb.
Would you buy a, what do you call that, Instapot or something?
I don't know.
No, it's just a regular old pot.
Oh, it's a pot. Okay, she likes it. Okay.
A real pot. A real,
Oh, okay. I wanted to say to you, Amla, the vision I was getting, I think I'm sharing the vision of your grandmother with Kelly. It's like you're trying to shove your foot in a shoe that is too small for you when you talk about a relationship with this gentleman. And I have to agree, because there is something more dynamic out there.
Okay. Do you feel or sense when this person might be coming in?
Not till the end of next 2020.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. It looks like
December?
It's November, December.
Okay.
On that cusp.
Yeah.
Carolan,
you know
you feel the same way?
Yes, and you know why there's a delay is because she's showing me a broom when we're talking about sweeping out the old dirt. I feel there's a lot of things that you need to do, and I don't mean physically in your home, but like mentally you have to sweep out the cobwebs. You have to change your opinion of yourself because it's not high enough. She is saying to me, you have no idea that you're worth your weight in gold and that you are a very special lady. And she feels that. You're like a beautiful petunia, she says. You have so much more going for you than you realize. I have a lady here. I feel that she was, there's a prayer book here or a missal or a Bible or something.
Okay.
Would that apply to her?
Yeah, both of my grandmothers used to.
Okay.
That. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So that's all around you. So they are praying for you, and they are letting you know that you're worth more than this.
Okay.
So don't sell yourself short. So I agree totally with what Kelly said. So good luck to you, dear.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. Area code 706. Are you there, please?
Hey, Kelly Jo, it's Mary Ellen.
Hey, Mary Ellen, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I couldn't wait to listen to you on radio.
Well, there you go, Mary Ellen. Do you want to ask a question to Carolan?
Sure. Well, either one is good. Bruce got a call the other day from an associate, and I was, of course, I didn't hear the whole conversation. But does he have anything to worry about with who he's dealing with?
Yep. In other words, make sure everything's legal. Eagle, dot your I's, cross your T's.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, that's what he was. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what I was curious to know because, like I said, I wasn't in the conversation, but just hearing bits and pieces of it. So.
Yeah, I kind of feel the associate. I did get the word shadow, so I would leave that up to Kelly Jo's interpretation. I feel like there's a shadow with somebody he's dealing with. Like, I don't know what that means exactly. Maybe an attachment. Something's not right here with the person he's dealing with. But I feel that your associate friend is a little bit in denial. Kelly, what do you think of that?
Yeah, and also have to be careful of doing things on the right way.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of get the feeling like I want to do, if I'm this associate, that I'm willing to take some risks. But what he doesn't understand, some risks are not worth taking.
Right, correct.
Yeah. He's got to look at his character.
Okay. Well, no, I think he knows him. I mean, he's been doing business with him for
just as long as he watches
time.
His own character. Okay.
His character or my husband's character?
The associate, whoever you're talking about.
Okay. All right. Because Bruce is pretty sharp, so and he's really above board. But
okay.
All right. So that's what I was just curious about knowing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I hope that answered your question.
Well, it's gut feeling. I should have just gone with it, right, Kelly Jo?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's always good to get validation, sometimes you don't, I ask for validation on things, or I ask for someone's opinion. I'll call Kelly Jo and say, what do you think of this, or what's going to happen with that? And because sometimes I don't trust myself, or it's too important to me, or I could be emotionally involved. So it's always good to ask for another opinion. No problem.
Okie doke. Well, you girls have a good night.
All right.
Thank you.
Night, Ellen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Let's see. We have Rose Maria on area code 856. Are you there, dear?
Hi. How are you?
Good.
What's your question?
I'm not debating to call a friend for his birthday. I'm not sure. If not, or just let it go. Let them contact me.
You're debating to call whom?
A friend for their birthday. Or just
friend.
let them contact me.
You haven't heard from this person in a long time, correct?
For a while, yeah.
I think I'd let that one be.
Cool.
I would let it be.
I would let it be. Leave it alone. And the reason being, I don't feel that they're on the same wavelength as you. They may be tied up, you know what I mean? Or involved or something. Yeah.
Involved.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're free to do whatever you please, naturally. But I just feel that he's not looking at your friendship in the same light that you are. So I feel that he's otherwise involved somehow.
Yep.
And
people move on.
Then people move on, yes. Sometimes it doesn't pay to go backwards, as Kelly just said to the last caller, or a couple of callers
That's
ago.
the flavor of tonight.
Yes, that's the flavor. You really can't go back because then you're still looking for the thing that you were searching for to begin with, and that part might be there, but there's also drama associated with it, which made you stop seeing each other to begin with. So it's not going to change. People don't change that much,
Right.
But there are better things coming, dear.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Definitely better things coming.
Thank
I
you.
guess you hung up. Okay, you're welcome. Bye.
I'm going to give out my number real quick. You guys
Please
can
do.
reach me for a private reading 561-333-5367. And you can also look at my website, kellyjoepsychic.com, and Kelly Joe Psychic on YouTube. Carolan, how do we get a hold of you?
CarolanCarey.com. And my phone number's on there, and you can also email me at psychicflowradio@gmail.com. And thank you for pointing that out.
You're welcome.
You're
my
a
other
sport.
friend goes, don't forget to give out your numbers. You forget sometimes. Okay?
Yeah.
I heard them telling me in the brain.
When you're quite courageous, Kelly Jo, because you talk on YouTube about a variety of subjects, and I really admire you for doing that because you have so much information to offer.
Oh, thank you.
And you talk about unique things too. Like when I watched it and I shared when you were doing the tea leaf reading. That was interesting. Except that I'm sitting there watching you point out things in the cup, and I'm like, I don't see a bird.
I know. I have that happen at parties, but I'll take a pen and say, look, sometimes I'll see it, sometimes I don't. When they do, they go, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's all in you have to put your mind in neutral so that you can look at something and truly get the right, the impression.
Well,
without
sometimes
judging
it's clear as day. I mean, really, you know what I mean? Like one time I did a reading and I saw a vacuum cleaner and a bottle of perfume.
Wow.
And they all saw an upright vacuum cleaner and a bottle of perfume. And the lady's vacuum cleaner blew up the next week.
Oh, really?
Like,
what's interesting is what Spirit gives us, these small things. May not mean anything to us, but to the client, it is significant. So you never know, right? Yeah, you never know.
Like when you're talking to the dead people, they'll show you like one time I was doing a reading, and the person kept showing me Christmas balls that were imported from like Germany or something, and figurines. You know how they used to do the Santa Clauses and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And they were like glass blown. They were emphatic about the glass blown. And
wow.
The girl didn't know she had them. I said, well, they're saying you got it in the attic and you stuck it in a cedar chest. This is a long, long time ago. And lo and behold, she went up there, she found them.
Oh, wow.
And I told him, she goes, I do not. I said, fine. I can't help what the dead people tell me.
Yeah, right. We don't make this stuff up, believe it or not. We don't.
We couldn't possibly. We'd be bazillionaires if we could.
Yeah. It's funny how your loved ones on the other side, there's something, if they've left something or there's something that you have that they had an emotional attachment to. That's why people give you, or maybe leave you a piece of jewelry, or your father will talk about the watch he gave you for graduation, or these things are significant to them, milestones to them.
That happened to their things, too.
Yes.
Like, where's my watch, or where's my fob? This man was emphatic about a fob. A fob, for who don't know, it hooks to a watch that you wind up, like a pocket watch, antique watch.
Right. And he wanted to know where that was?
Where the fob was, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you just never know what spirit is going to come through with.
And, too, they'll describe stuff that are happening now, especially little kids that have passed on. You know, like they can tell. Like I did a reading for a little kid that had passed on, and he always used to yell shotgun. And he goes, all right, shotgun with you still, Dad. The dad started crying. But he does. He writes, sometimes he pops in, writes shotgun. And that's their acknowledgement that they're still around.
Yes, something that you would recognize,
and they
a shared
can see
memory.
When you change things like one little kid that had passed on, his mother painted his room blue. He goes, cool blue, Ma.
Oh, that's really nice. What is your take on children in the spirit world? Do they grow up over there? I've had some show me that they've been there a long time and they've grown up in spirit, and others I'm not sure of.
They do grow in spirit. And then, to me, when I see babies, they're 2 years old and they are hanging off somebody's thigh. When a baby's getting ready to come in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and if one's hanging off your thigh, you better double bag it.
Yeah, really?
One drop will do you.
Oh, wow.
Everybody laughs at me when I say that. I'm not kidding.
It's weird, the symbolism and things that
and
they show.
And there aren't any old people. They might show you as they're old, but there really isn't any old people in heaven because they pick their coolest age. They pick the age that they felt they're best at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if their age was 28, they picked 28.
And sometimes the family, you have to say, when your father was younger, did he have a full head of dark hair, or did he have a mustache, or did he drive a Corvette, or whatever?
Right.
Because they may not know that, and that's the way he's showing himself. It's interesting. I find the spirit world very challenging and interesting.
I think it's really cool.
It is, and it's a delight to be able to converse with them. I have another caller here. Would you like to take this one? It is area code 602. Are you there, please? Hello.
Hello. How are you tonight?
I think they left us.
Hello?
Yeah, you.
Me.
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry,
what's your question?
Away. I couldn't hear. I didn't even know.
Okay.
I didn't even know I was on the line.
Well, you are now.
You must have pressed one.
This week has been a weird week. You don't have to touch nothing. Things just happen.
Oh, okay. Yes, I agree with that.
I've been seeing ghosts walking around cars, looking in their windows. I see dogs walking around trying to find a place to go. And they just, and then they all just disappear. So, you know it's a ghost.
Yeah, and your tail is extra thin right now, guys.
And they've been walking around behind me at work, too.
Wow.
Which would bring me to a question. Do I stand a good chance of getting a good new job anytime soon?
Go ahead, Carolan.
I have the month of February here, and I'm not sure why that would be significant. But I feel the month of February is a good month for you. Have you been, I feel like while you're kind of ghost busting in your home or something, are you shuffling around in slippers like I do in your house?
No, socks. I can't stand slippers. I don't really care for shoes.
Okay. Because what I was being shown is like shuffling around, like I'm comfortable. So I just assumed it was slippers. So I'll go with socks. Okay, socks are good. I feel like that's like after work or when you're not working, or I feel that those days are numbered for you, which means to me I feel you're going to be more on point with this job. I feel that you have a collective resume, or CV as they call it. And something's going to launch. You're going to see something in December, but it may take till February to get a concrete answer on employment on that. But I feel as though something is going to make itself apparent. And I feel like that as well, you probably could use some ghost advice from Kelly Jo, because you may have a latent talent here that you obviously see them. Maybe they're trying to talk to you. I don't know. So I'm going to turn it over to Kelly. But I feel by February something is going to change for you.
Tell the man at work that's standing behind you that he can rest now.
I just see the shadows out of the corner of my eye, and then when I turn around, there's nothing there. And they haven't been bad at work. I mean, there was one guy that used to come up and stick his face in front of the computer because he was so intrigued.
God.
And I just told him at times, would you just please move? Get your face out of mine. And that usually does it.
But tell him that he can rest now.
Mm-hmm.
Next time he shows up.
What's with UPS with you?
Oh, they hate me. The driver here,
yeah.
my driver that comes here, everybody basically, from what I've been told, he whined and complained until he got a route so he could be permanent instead of just temporary and fill in. And once he got that and was hired on, he's a total screw-up now. He doesn't care if he delivers. He doesn't care how he does, he does, when he does. Even the UPS stores hate him.
Oh, okay.
And they say he just, completely complains and whines constantly. But he won't quit.
Okay. Well, they may make him quit somehow. But I don't know who was telling me that, but I just wanted to mention that to you, that's what I was getting, UPS. I don't know why that's a thorn in your side, but thank you for, sorry. I hope it won't go on much longer. The job that I feel, Kelly could probably talk more about this, but I do feel there's something, it's an improvement, and I kind of get like a cultural improvement as well. Like, I don't know. Like I have an older lady in spirit here who is telling me that you need to step up. You know what I'm saying? You need to step up.
I can't do much more than I'm doing.
Yeah, you will be doing more than you're doing, and it's a better job.
Oh, I don't mind doing more. Believe me.
It's better, though. It's a better job.
Good. I like better job. I like that word better.
Yeah.
And then also you're going to be managing over people, teaching people.
Yeah.
And you'll make more money. And it's
you are good at that.
And there is a move for you.
Yep.
I'll go for that to where I can get cable and internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
There's like a giant G.
At the place or the the job?
I don't know. I just see a giant G like blazing saddles in the middle of the floor. It might be It might be where you'll work, I guess.
Yeah.
But you also are going to move more north. Looks like northeast of where you are, just by a itty bit. And you're only, on good days, 15 minutes from work. On bad days, 30.
Okay. I like the dollar signs I'm seeing. So there's more money. It allows you to step up in your culture, like meeting
one
people.
Of those millennial cultural places.
Yeah. It's more like meeting people that you have more in common with and elevated status. I don't want to sound snotty, but this is what I'm getting from an older lady in spirit. I feel as like a grandmother. Oops, sorry, she just said aunt. There's a few females over there for you.
All righty then.
Yeah. So they're saying to you, this position will give you a better status. You're going to feel better about yourself, and you're going to be doing things that you haven't been able to afford to do. So I'll leave that with you.
I'll be able to eat.
Yeah, eating is good.
Well, sometimes it's a little hard with the job because of the medical things. But that's great.
No, you'll get something
totally
better.
Shocked. I was not prepared. I really didn't. I don't think I hit the one.
Oh, okay. We drafted you.
Calling in, and that was it.
Okay, we don't know.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great evening. You're doing really good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next caller is area code 251. Are you there? 251.
Hi, Kelly. Hi, Carolan. Carolan,
yes.
Am I right? Okay. I'm wondering if there's anything you could pick up around me. I'm getting a lot of messages. I'm a clairvoyant, but I get so many messages. I just need somebody else to kind of help me along with some of it.
Honey, what you need to do is say a prayer of protection, and don't let them bombard you. You have to set up limitations and boundaries. Otherwise, they'll chew you up, spit you out, because they don't realize that you're human. Spirit don't need to sleep. Spirit don't need to eat. They'll burn you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. I think there are two men around me. One is a younger man that passed away 40 years ago, and there's another man, it's an older man, that, I don't know, I just get a younger man and an older man that's around me. It's not family.
Well, these are people that lived in your apartment.
Oh.
But they're layered. They're different times. The one guy is like newer, and he looks like he died at age in his 30s, and it looks like 1999. That's what I'm seeing. And then the older guy looks like 1958.
Right.
That's what I'm seeing.
Was the younger guy an accidental overdose?
Yes.
Thank you. And was the older guy heart pain, chest pain?
Yeah, he died of massive coronary. He died before he hit the floor.
Okay, that's it. That's what I got. So that's who's around you. If you don't want them, you would need to talk to Kelly Jo.
You can just ask them to go to the light and through the light. You know, that they are passed on. Their loved ones are waiting for them. And go to the light, through the light of God.
I know that someone who with a drug overdose, which doesn't make sense. The young person that I believe is around me, he died accidentally. It was an accident.
Yeah.
He died
you can send him to the light,
We're
to light
talking
too.
1969. He died many years ago.
Well, he fell and hit his head and bled to death.
He what?
Wow.
Fell and hit his head and bled to death.
He bled to death.
Right.
Yeah, he was in a mountain accident. So that's what killed him. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Well, you may have more than one.
So
they might be
light.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, Carolyn.
No, go ahead,
I'm just saying, they know that you can see them, so they're hanging around. And if you want to harness this ability of yours to be able to use it for better mankind, you're going to have to work on that. And Kelly Jo could help you with that. I just know that it's like a moth to a flame. As long as you're walking around open like that, this is what you're going to get. Your interpretation does not necessarily mean they lie. They could lie to you. They're earthbound. They could lie to you. Say, "Oh, I had an accident. I didn't overdose, but the first one I got was accidental overdose." You could have two young men and an older person there, but they could be just clinging to you. You could have picked them up from somewhere. So this is up to you how you want to manage your life. And if you want them with you all the time or not. And there are things that you can do, and I would look up Kelly Jo and get her expert advice on that.
And always say a prayer of protection before you go to bed and wake up in the morning, so it goes with you. Put your white bubble that's like it moves with you. It's like an eggshell, and it moves with you of white light, and nothing can penetrate. Everything slides off.
Right. You don't want to be...
you don't want to be stuck.
Right. You don't want to be, it's not good to be open for yourself, and it's not good for them. They have things, they either need to move on or they need to find where they need to go. They certainly don't need to be hanging around you because you can see them. They have jobs to do too, and so do you. So that's just my unprofessional opinion.
Absolutely.
So I'll offer. Yeah, I would look up Kelly Jo Psychic and get in touch with her and see what she has to say. So I wish you a lot of luck.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. We have one. I think we can squeeze one more caller in, Kelly. What do you think?
All right, let's go for it.
Okay. We have area code 248. Are you there, please? Thank you for waiting.
Are you there?
Maybe not. Let me see. 248. Are you there? Nope. Kelly, what would you recommend for that person that called? I think that was a young lady that called.
I'd always say a prayer of protection and tell them that their family is waiting for them.
Yeah.
And send them to the light and through the light, because she's not the light. They think she's the light.
Right.
Because she can see them. I had that. When I lived by I-95, I had dead people coming through my house all the time.
Oh, by the highway?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, I had two old ladies there. Oh, Ethel, we're lost. No, we aren't, dear. We just took a wrong turn.
That's cute. That's really cute.
And no, you guys need to go to the light, and through the light. Are we dead? A whole family comes in. Yeah, you're dead. You need to go to the light.
You need to.
Hospitals are horrible to me.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I was talking to another paranormal expert last week, and Anita Felt, I think it was last week, and she was, the week before, and she was talking about some of her experiences, and it's kind of funny, but people have done comedies out of, dead people coming in and sitting next to you on the couch and, eating your popcorn and stuff. It's kind of funny, but it's really not, because they don't need to be there. It sort of reminds me of, remember Topper? Did you ever see that show?
I love that show.
So did I. I forget who was in it now, but it was great. It was so wonderful to see these ghosts, how they actually, this show, they would be interacting in the living room and whatever, and Topper could hear them speaking, and he could sometimes see them. And so it's kind of interesting. So it can be comical, but I don't think you want to spend your life doing that. I think that if you have a gift, you want to do something else. Tiffany is saying, she says, yes, I live off 95, and I get visitors a lot, too. So Tiffany gets them coming through her house, too. That could be funny or not funny. Kelly Jo, tell us what is coming up. I know you're going to Naples in November, right?
Are you going to be in Naples, or?
No, I'm not. I am not.
Oh, okay.
That is Thanksgiving?
A Mystic Fair in Naples, November 30th, from 10 till, I think, 6. And I'm also going to be on Jason Zook's show tomorrow night.
Oh, great. Give everybody that. Hold on. I have your website.
And his phone number for the show is 347-989-1206.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a show November 4th, and I'm going to be with myself, but other people call in. But I'm going to talk about UFOs.
Oh, interesting.
So join me on Biscuit and Tea Mystic, and the phone number for that is 323-792-2917, and it's at 7 o'clock, November 4th.
Very nice. And that's going to be very interesting, because you're getting information finally from the government, who is admitting that there actually are.
And you can go and see petroglyphs. Hello.
Yeah, right? That they're finally admitting
UFOs
that.
On the petroglyphs and aliens.
Yeah. So that should be a very interesting show, I would think.
Yes, it'll be fun, and the people have to share the UFO stories.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to just do readings.
Right. Okay. And is it Brian Zook? Is that his name, Brian Zook?
Jason Zook.
Oh, Jason. Okay. I was trying to look for his.
He's a social psychic on Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, he's on Blog Talk. Okay, great.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for here. Blog Talk Radio. Very
Jason
nice.
Zook, Blog Talk Radio, social psychic.
awesome. That is really exciting. Well, thank you, Kelly, for being with us and sharing your insight and your accumulated wisdom.
Thanks for having.
Oh, I've enjoyed it so much. You're so interesting. There's some ghost stories on here and some ghost advice and contact blog articles on kellyjoepsychic.com, spiritual readings, all about Kelly's background or testimonials. Please check it out. And I hope you have a happy Halloween, Kelly.
Yes, happy Halloween to you. Thank you, Carolan.
Thank you, Kelly Jo. Thank you for being on our show tonight.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Thank you. Thank you, listeners. I hope you will join us next week when we have the Soul Sisters Paranormal team on. They are a group of sisters and friends who travel the U.S. Looking for haunted spots and debuting or promoting areas that have true paranormal experience there. So please join us for that next week at 8 o'clock. Thank you very much, and have a good week. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.